Hello students, welcome back to learning AutoCAD software. So let's start with a quick revision of the last class. In the last class, we did global and current line type scaling, and I also told you about LD scale factor for plotting. Okay, I had given you an example of 1/8 factor, that is 1/8 inches is equal to 1 feet. Okay, so this is all about scale factors which you will apply and study basically. As in when you apply, you will get comfortable with these scale factors. Now, the third topic which we covered was changing line type scale using the properties palette. I had shown you how to change a line type scale in the properties palette. For object, you can also go to the line type settings. You can change the factor for the line type you have selected for your drawing within the dialog box of line type settings. Alright. We also studied about the Design Center. How Design Center helps you in bringing your layers, your line types, your blocks from other drawings to the current drawing. Alright. So let's start with the today's topic, that is drafting settings regarding drawing aids. I've already introduced you with drafting settings. The DS Enter. DS Enter is the short key, or otherwise you can go to command line and type D settings. No 2S, only one S, D settings. Okay, so this is the dialog box which will appear in front of you. It has 7 tabs. The first tab is Snap and Grid, wherein you can find all the different settings of grid and snap. So today we'll be covering this, and in the upcoming session we'll be covering some of the other drawing aids. Okay. Now, how to set a grid? Basically, a grid is nothing but it is check lines for your references to draw your drawings with ease. All right. Okay. It has a predefined spacing by default. Like by default, it will have 10 by 10. So you can change that spacing by going to DS Enter, and here in your grid spacing, you can change the grid X spacing and grid Y spacing. Alright, I'll show you all the settings in AutoCAD itself. You can also change the grid as dots. Rather than lines, you can change it as dots as well. Okay, and if there is an option of equal X and Y spacing checkbox, if you select that checkbox, then it will always take the X and Y as equal measurement. But you can also create unequal grid spacing. Like here, grid X is 0.5 and grid Y is 1. So vertical spacing is more and horizontal spacing is less. For that, you have to uncheck the equal X and Y spacing checkbox. Alright. So let's move on to AutoCAD. I'll show you. This is my drafting setting dialog box, DS Enter. Or you can even go to your status bar where the grid is there, icon is there. You can click on right click and go to grid setting. So it will directly go to drafting setting. So here you have snap and grid. I'll talk about grid first. If you click here in the checkbox, the grid will be displayed on your screen when I come out of the dialog box. Alright. Or I can click F7, that is the function key, or otherwise on the status bar. So grid style display can dotted grid in 3 areas: 2D model space, block editor, and sheet and layout. Okay, so this is a style which you can set. So you can say display the dotted grid in 2D model space, block editor, and sheet layout. Alright, so by default it is not showing dotted, it is lines. If you click on 2D model space dotted, now it will appear as dotted. See, it is dotted. Even in the block editor and sheet layout. As of now, it is in model space. Okay, 2D model space. I'll again uncheck this. Now there is grid spacing option. Grid X spacing is 1 and grid Y spacing is also 1. Okay, I can change this to 10, 5, whichever I want. If I click on this equal X and Y spacing, I can separately keep it as unequal spacing. If I check this checkbox, then the spacing will be equal. If I change one, for example 10, if I click on grid Y spacing, it will automatically take 10. It will automatically take 10, even if you do not type. Alright. If I click on 1, grid Y spacing is also 1. There is one more option of grid behavior. Okay. So grid behavior is about if you want to display your grid beyond limits. Okay. This checkbox is as of now enabled. If you want your grid only within the division of your limits, then you can uncheck this box. Okay. Now the grids will only be displayed in your limits area. Okay. You have another checkbox here, follow dynamic uses. Okay. And you have also adaptive grid, and here you can allow subdivision below grid spacing. So basically you can even click on this. So basically it is saying within the grid spacing, that is 1 or 10, you are allowing the subdivisions also. The frequency of these grid lines is determined by the frequency of the major grid lines, and it is set by the different system variables. There is one more option, major line. If you see, when you work on grid, the major line means there will be a dark line and there will be a faded line. So spacing is 1 by 1, but after every 5th line there will be a major line. Okay, so this is about this only. If you allow subdivisions, so within the major line there will be grid spacing within the divisions as well. Okay, so as of now there is an adaptive grid selected. See, these are the major lines. After every 5 lines, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5th is the major line. Okay. Now coming to snaps. Snaps again can be set through DS enter. There will be snap spacing. You can follow the snap spacing according to the grid spacing if you want to catch the snap points. Alright. Or otherwise you can keep it different as well. You can click on the checkbox as equal X and Y spacing. Okay. There are basically two types of snap, polar snap and grid snap. In this snap, rectangular snap you are already working in. Isometric snap has, when you click on isometric snap, it will change the mode for isometric drawing. So it will work in 30, 90 and 150 degrees of angle. So isometric axis will be 30, 90 and 150 degrees. Okay. So by toggling isometric button, isometric function key, that is F5, you can switch to isometric left, isometric right, and you can develop an object as in isometric 3D. Alright. So snap points are basically invisible snaps. You don't see the points. You can work on your grid. Just every grid has the corner point of the grid is a snap point. So when you click on snap, when you switch on snap, the line or any of the objects which you are drawing will catch only snap points of the grid. Alright. In polar snap is basically used to snap points at a specified distance along the polar alignment angles. Here, like if in polar tracking, you set an alignment of 45 or 30, accordingly it will capture the points, and you can also set your polar spacing, your polar distance, like for 0.25, 0.5, accordingly it will show you the points on that particular distance within that direction of your angle set in your polar tracking. Alright. See, I'll show you. And DS, if I click on snap on, my snap points will be on, and I can change the snap X spacing and snap Y spacing. Now if I select here in grid snap, rectangular and isometric, see, I'll show you isometric snap also. See, the angles has changed. Now if I select polar snap, I can set the distance. If I set the distance as 0.5, I can set the distance here in polar distance. There is also one more option tab here, wherein you will directly go to the option dialog box, and in drafting, wherein you can change your snap marker size and change the settings and track settings and point acquisition, your drafting tooltip settings, and your aperture size. We have already discussed before. Okay. So through drafting setting also, you can open the option dialog box. Okay. Now in polar tracking, you can set the increment and angle accordingly. The polar distance which you set, it will set the space and take the angles or set in polar tracking. Like in 45, so it will catch through the tracking line 45, and you can draw the distance. On the distance, you can draw your object. Okay. So let's move on to our next topic, that is ortho mode. Through ortho mode, you can draw straight lines in horizontal way or vertical way. That's all there in this ortho mode function. There is no other setting for ortho. All right. So how do you draw this? I have already told you, but I'll just give a brief revision. Like if I have to draw a line, I'll just give a first point, and within my drawing area, I'll specify through direct distance entry the angle in which I want my line to be drawn. Ortho can be used anytime, anywhere, not only on line, even in polyline, even in construction line or ray, just to make your lines straight. It will go only in 4 directions: 0 degree, 90 degree, 180 degree, and 270 degree. Okay, you just have to drag your cursor towards that particular angle and click. That's all. All right. You can toggle on and off your ortho mode on your status bar, or you can use Ctrl+L or F8 as a function key. All right. That's all for today. In the next session, we'll do a quick revision and then move on to work with object snaps. This is also a drawing aid, O snaps, and also learn about the auto tracking modes. Okay. Thank you, students.